hanging out with Billy Cook, finally getting a chance to chat with him again. I interviewed him earlier this year at Can-Am, but I was in such a hurry, the focus was bad, and I stumbled on the name. So, how are you, first of all, Billy?
Good.
For all you folks up in Hogansburg, were you the first of the Hogansburg, everybody up there at the res to actually go out and race?
Yeah.
What made you race, and when was this, Billy?
What made me race? When I was 8 years old, I went to a race, and I saw this car with a truck rear end. I said, man, that's interesting. That's the kind of car I want when I grow up.
When was it? Was it like a Can-Am, or was Frogtown even built then?
Fort Covington, 1953.
1953, okay.
Yeah.
So you kept that thought in your head as you grew older and waited for the opportunity?
Yeah.
What opportunity came about? How did you go from wanting to do this to actually doing it?
Just going to the races, just keep on going and loving it and so forth. When the time came, I bought an old jalopy car from a guy over in Cicero somewhere, Dick Berthold.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, race trucks and all that stuff too, I remember.
Yeah.
And did you work on it, or did you just take it home and drive it?
No, I had to work on it. Put a motor in it and put a body on it.
Oh, so it was not complete?
No, it was kind of beat up. You know?
Okay. Where was your first racetrack? Where did you race?
Covington.
Where? I know where that is. What was
just down the road, about 5 or 6 miles away from Mohawk Road, going east.
Was it on the reservation or on American soil?
Yeah, American soil.
Okay. And you were the only Native American doing that at the time?
I think there was one other guy, one or two other guys. Yeah.
And they were from Hogansburg also?
Yeah.
So how did you become the guy then? Because whenever I talk to the younger people in the 90s, they always mentioned your name as the guy who motivated them to do it themselves.
Everybody kind of died out. And I don't know why, but it died out. And Fort Covington closed in 73. And so there's no track around other than Cornwall.
Okay.
And I guess a lot of the guys from the res didn't want to go to Cornwall. And I was the only one that wanted to take up on it. So
I'm surprised, because it's not like it's that far away.
Oh, I know.
But you did have to go across the border. Was that maybe? Well, you have dual citizenship in Hogansburg, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the thing, because your land is on the Canadian side and the American side, with the St. Lawrence in between.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to Cornwall, I went to Brockville, I went to Kingston, and that was still going on.
I remember that track.
Three nights a week, you know. Yeah.
When
so
did
I kept on doing it. After a while, I was the only one doing it, you know, until Frogtown decided to open in '86. Then some guys started picking it up, you know.
Did more people from the Hogansburg area start to race once Frogtown got going?
Yeah.
And I imagine you were one of the first persons they came to. All right, what do I need to do this, right?
Yeah, I built a lot of cars.
Yeah?
I built a lot of cars.
Anybody that was from that time still racing today?
No.
No, so it's a whole different crew. Okay. And then obviously...
A lot of guys that I used to race with passed on to the happy racetrack in the sky, you know?
Now, hopefully none of us will get there anytime soon, but I hear you don't get flats, motors don't blow, the tracks are smooth, so hopefully everything works out that way. How are things up in Hogansburg now?
Good. There's a lot of the marijuana shops that are taking over the business.
Really? Kind of like the tobacco shops did 20, 30 years ago, huh?
Yep.
So that's the big business at this stage.
Real big business.
Okay, and the casino obviously brings a lot of people in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the old casino. I hadn't seen the new one, man. That is pretty flashy, isn't it?
It is, it sure is.
Yeah, but if you want to drive a race car, better to stay away from the
That's right.
from the casino than get over there. So now this is the part I messed up. How do we refer to ourselves on the reservation? I know you're Mohawk Indians, right?
Yeah.
How do you refer to yourself? Is it because it used to be the native peoples of the Akwesasne or something?
I just say Mohawks.
Mohawks, okay.
Mohawks.
Are you the furthest north, or are there Mohawks in Canada too?
On the reservation, no.
Because there's Mohawks all over the country, right? Different.
Yeah. But our reservation goes into Canada.
Yes.
It goes about 10 miles into Canada.
Okay.
From Route 37.
So are you the furthest north of the Mohawk tribes?
Other than Kahnawake.
Where's that?
Near Montreal.
Oh, okay. So there is one more that is north.
Up there, yeah.
Okay. Now this off season, I'm going to get up there and we're going to come and have some fun with Billy. Because I mean, gosh, there's got to be at least 50 people from Hogansburg that race, maybe more, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. So you can take me around to some shops and stuff, and
we got a good crowd. We got a good crowd in all the classes. In all the classes.
And if you haven't been to Mohawk International Raceway, compared to Frogtown, wow, what a difference, right?
Yeah.
I remember the first time I got up there when it was rebuilt, it's like, wow, a pit grandstand that doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart. Remember that? You'd sit in that thing, you'd walk up there real carefully. I know this thing's going to collapse any second, right?
There were a few people that fell through and got hurt. You know? Yeah.
And you're good? You're happy? Everybody's healthy and all that?
Yeah.
So I know you guys had a pretty good COVID scare up there a couple of years ago, so we got through it fine.
Just like here, just like everywhere.
Well, I heard for a little while it was bad.
It was.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Okay.
I guess we didn't pay too much attention to the caution words, you know.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it was like, whoa, we gotta fix
I've
this.
had it 3 times so far.
Really?
Yeah.
And you've been fine all 3 times? I'm glad.
The first time I had it was before it became public. I didn't know what the heck was wrong with me.
Oh.
I was sick. I would just let it run, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The second time, and after the symptoms were public, I already had that.
Yeah.
Lost my taste.
Really, before even March of 2020 when everybody started paying attention to it. I heard there were some cases, so I'm glad you got through it. I'll get a hold of Billy this off season. I'm glad I was able to catch you today. Thank you so much for what you've done, and your legacy up in Hogansburg, I'm sure will live way past when you and I end up in that great racetrack up in the sky. So you take care of yourself. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, hit the blue E, guys, and Billy, you take care of yourself.
Okay, you too. You.